Welcome to Vantage with AI. Today we're looking at something very different from the usual image generation models. This is Qwen Image Layered, and it's not just another image model that tries to construct an image from scratch. Instead, it takes an existing image and disassembles it into multiple independent RGBA layers. This model is quite different than other image models, as instead of constructing an image, it disassembles it into separate layers. It is one of a kind as far as I know, at least among mainstream image models at the time of making this video. Rather than baking everything into a single flattened result, the model physically separates semantic and structural components into their own layers. Each layer comes with RGB information and an alpha channel, which means you can move it, resize it, recolor it, or remove it entirely without affecting the rest of the image. When an object in the image is partially hidden behind another object, Qwen Image Layered doesn't just cut out the visible pixels. Instead, it actively inpaints the regions that were obscured by foreground objects. That means areas of a subject that were never visible in the original image because something was blocking them are intelligently reconstructed by the model. As a result, each extracted layer becomes a complete object, not a broken or incomplete cutout. You're not getting half a chair, half a person, or clip geometry. You're getting a self-contained, fully reconstructed layer that can stand on its own. This is a massive difference compared to traditional segmentation or masking approaches where hidden regions are simply missing. Because of this, elementary operations like repositioning, scaling, and recoloring remain clean and consistent. The model isolates content at a structural level instead of guessing edits after everything has already been flattened into pixels. In this video, the focus is entirely on running Qwen Image Layered locally and integrating it into a ComfyUI workflow. We'll look at how these RGBA layers are generated, how they can be visualized, and how you can start using them in real-world compositing and editing pipelines. So if you've ever wanted an image model that gives you true layers by design, instead of a single flattened output, this is something you'll definitely want to see. Let's get started. Before we jump into the workflow, let's quickly go over the models you'll need. First up is the Qwen Image Layered model. You can download it in BF16, FP8, or even quantized GGUF formats, which is perfect if you're running on a low VRAM GPU but still want to use this model. If you're using the GGUF version, I strongly recommend sticking to quantization levels above Q4km for better quality. I've also specially created custom GGUFs for this model that perform noticeably better than most other GGUFs currently available. In these versions, I've kept the first 3 blocks, 2 middle blocks, and the last 3 blocks at a minimum quantization level of Q5K. This does make the file slightly larger, but the quality boost is absolutely worth it, especially when it comes to layer consistency and fine details. Next, for decoding, we'll be using a special Qwen Image Layered VAE, which is required for this model to work correctly. And for text encoding, we'll be using Qwen 2.57 BVL, which handles prompt understanding and semantic alignment for this workflow. All the download links for these models are included directly inside the workflow, and I've also added them to the video description below so you can grab everything easily without hunting around. And while you're down there, if you find this workflow useful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps support the content. Alright, now let's walk through the workflow itself so you can clearly see what each section does and how everything fits together. We'll start with the models section. This is where we load everything the workflow depends on. The Qwen Image Layered model, the Qwen Image Layered VAE, and the clip text encoder. Once this section is set up correctly, you usually won't need to touch it again unless you're swapping models or testing different variants. Next is the input section. This is where you load the input image that you want to deconstruct into layers. After that, we move on to the control section. Here, you define the width and height of the output images, along with the number of layers you want the image to be deconstructed into. The minimum required value is 2 layers, and from my testing, the model works very well up to 8 layers. So, keeping the layer count somewhere between 2 and 8 is ideal, depending on how detailed you want the separation to be. And if you ever need more layers, don't worry. You can always take one of the generated layers and run it through the workflow again to further deconstruct it. In this section, you can also select which model type you want to use, either the standard diffusion model in SafeFencer's format or the GGUF version, depending on your setup. Next up is the conditioning section. This is where you decide how prompts are handled. You can choose between manual prompt, no prompt, or an auto-generated prompt. If you want to enter a manual prompt, simply turn off the auto prompt switch and type your prompt here. If you leave it completely empty, the model will still work just fine. The documentation clearly states that prompts are optional for this model. And if you enable auto prompt, the prompt is generated automatically using Microsoft's Florence 2 model based on the input image. In my experience, auto-generated prompts work best, but this ultimately comes down to personal preference and the kind of results you're aiming for. Then we have the sampling section, which is where the actual work happens. This is the stage that runs diffusion and generates the layered latent representations. Next is the layer extractor section. This is where all the generated layer latents are extracted and decoded into individual RGBA images, so you can view, use, or save each layer separately. After that comes the save layer section, which simply saves all the generated layers to disk for later use. And finally, we have the compositor section. This lets you hide, resize, reposition, or rearrange layers to create a brand new composite image, using the extracted layers as building blocks. Once you understand how these sections fit together, the workflow becomes very intuitive, and you can start experimenting with layered editing in ways that just aren't possible with traditional image models. Alright, let's test it. For this test, we'll be using the sample image provided in the Qwen Image Layered GitHub repository. And for the layer count, we'll set the number of layers to 5. Let's run the workflow and see how it breaks this image down into independent layers. Alright, the results are in, and as you can see, the image has been successfully broken down into 5 distinct layers. We have the background with the spider, the floating white ghosts, the girl holding the jack-o'-lantern, and the Happy Halloween text along with the 2 bats. Now let's take a look at the compositor. By default, all the layers are arranged in the same layout as the original image. From here, you can resize individual layers, hide them, move them around, or rearrange them completely, basically shaping the final image however you want. Let's run it once more. This time, the workflow skips the sampling section entirely and simply outputs a new composite image based on the layout we've defined. Now, notice that we still have a background layer that includes the spider. If we want to break that down even further, we can simply reuse that layer as a new input image, set the output layer count to 2, and run the workflow again. And now we get a new result, where the background is in one layer and the spider is isolated in another. You can repeat this process as many times as needed, progressively deconstructing layers further until you end up with exactly the level of separation you want. This kind of recursive layer decomposition is what makes this workflow incredibly powerful for precise editing and compositing. So that's Qwen Image Layered running locally in ComfyUI, and as you've seen, this isn't just another image model, it's a completely different way of thinking about image generation and editing. By breaking images down into true, independent RGBA layers and even reconstructing the parts that were previously hidden, this model opens up workflows that just aren't possible with traditional, flat image outputs. You can deconstruct images, refine layers step by step, rearrange elements, and recomposite everything exactly the way you want, while keeping full control over each individual component. If you found this workflow useful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into cutting-edge models and practical ComfyUI workflows. All the models and workflow links are in the description below, so feel free to experiment with it yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one here on Vantage with AI.